It's a happy new month, and every first day of the new month we'll definitely be celebrating it, and we celebrate it in grand style. And today is the maiden edition of a happy new month. To help us do this is a young man who is very confident, who is very, very outspoken. Ernest Owusu Bempah is our guest, and Ernest Owusu Bempah is an outspoken young Ghanaian politician, and he is currently the communications director of Ghana Gas. Ernest attended Prempeh College in Kumasi and Ghana Institute of Journalism in Accra, worked with TV3 and won the Journalist of the Year. He has worked with Hot FM in United Kingdom, where he graduated from the Northampton University. Ernest was the communication director of Nana Akufo Rawlings' NDP and was the man behind Fonka Games. He played a key role in founding and operations of Let My Vote Count Alliance, a political pressure group that exposed some rots in the previous government and helped the NPP in securing power from the NDC. He worked closely with 3 different presidents of our land. That is President Jerry John Rawlings, President Kuffour, and now President Nana Akufo in very strategic positions. Ernest Owusu Bempah is professionally trained. He's a professionally trained journalist. Welcome to the show. What a profile.
Mr. Owusu Bempah.
What a profile.
No profile. No profile. On a lighter note, I'm very happy to be here today. I think you have a fantastic program and fantastic team.
Thank you.
Very well with the DJ.
Thank you.
Playing the music on the background. I think it's fantastic.
Nice.
Are you a morning person? You sound very calm this morning.
No, not really.
I can see that. Your profile says you worked with 3 different presidents, and clearly you worked with different parties at different sides of the divide as well. You are in the best position to tell us the clear differences between these personalities of these presidents that you've worked with.
Well, I would say I'm privileged to have the opportunity to be around them. I mean, when I was growing up, I mean, I found myself around one of the distinguished presidents, President Jerry Kuffour. My uncle's very close to him, so I used to see him when I was young. I mean, and you know, actually seeing him doing his thing when during the days of Professor Stonebuoy, they used to come to our place. My uncle used to work with him closely. And so I saw him and he called me his grandson. So, I mean, I had the privilege of working with him behind the scenes for when he wanted to be president. And then from there, I had the privilege of working with the former First Lady, Nana Akufo Rawlings, and former president as well. Wow. You know, this Fonka game thing that happened, the Akufo Rawlings wanted to be president. I was the communications director. I was the director of operations and all that. And then here I am with Nana Akufo. Growing up, I saw him as somebody that I grew up around way back in London. Okay. And then coming to Ghana, my uncles also work with him, so he see me as his nephew or something like that. So
that's interesting.
That is the privilege, having access to them, like the 3 former presidents. I sit down with them, talk to them. I mean, if I have a problem, I can go to the 3 of them, and they will advise me.
Like
you're in a very unique position.
Yes,
but
so,
I mean, amongst the 3, who would you say is very difficult to work with?
I mean, the 3 of them have their own way of doing things. And I think one thing that resonates around them is that all of them have the passion for the country.
Right.
And that is where it's when you have a passion for something, you can see that a zeal and enthusiasm to do something for Ghana is when they sleep, they think about Ghana. Or the 3 of them, that's what I picture. Being close with them, I can see that this man wakes up and is thinking about Ghana. This one wakes up but the approach is maybe different because I would say, you know, the 3 of them have the same something in common. I mean, the passion to work for Ghana is what resonate around all of them. And that's what I can say. I can't say that.
Do you have a favorite?
No, I don't have a favorite. To be very honest with you, I love all of them.
You love all of them?
Equally?
Yeah, equally. Yes. It's true.
Equally?
Yes.
Okay,
I mean, it's a fact. It's a fact because everybody has a unique thing that I admire about them. I mean, when you talk about President Kuffour, his deep thinking, the way he thinks deep. President Rawlings with his passion, you know, the effect that he has on human being and his love for people. And then President Kuffour with his, you know, deep visionary advice, and the way he goes about his things is absolutely amazing. So all of them have different things that young ones like us are learning from, and I think I'm very privileged to be around these people to learn a lot from.
Yes, you are privileged, but confident and very outspoken also.
Yes.
That's what you're known for. Where do you get this confidence to speak your mind regardless of the situation in which you find yourself?
I think that we, the young ones, should learn something about when it's black is black, when it's white is white. I mean, we grew up in a society where a child is growing up and we've been suppressed of our opinion. I mean, when you have something to say, hey, shut up, miawano, you know, that kind of thing is, it's in Ghanaian society, everybody think that, oh, Akquaye ni munyansa, you can't say anything, and it's something that is killing our, I grew up around a teacher. My mom was a teacher, so my dad is also an engineer, so we grew up around a society where we have that kind of opinion and people can express themselves without any fear or favor or something like that. Right. So that confidence was, and everywhere I go, when I was in Prempeh College, I was very outspoken among my peers. When I was in GIG, everywhere I go, I am a lead. I'm the tiny one among them, and I'm the one who instigates everything. I'm the one who leads everything. So that's been me. I've always been confident. And I think I took that from my dad. I mean, my dad is very vociferous type of person. Then he saw shake, that kind of thing. So, Kumase kind of thing. Yeah. You know, so that's where
interesting.
From, yeah.
How are you able to keep your security? Because we all know how, you know, some of the exposés you bring out, I'm like, Ernest,
how do you keep yourself safe?
That
safe?
Oh, well, when I was coming out, I came alone.
Yes, I saw that you came
no bodyguard. Almighty God protect us. When you are saying the truth, you don't have to bother about somebody coming to attack you, and you know, you always, you know, out there to speak the truth. And when your conscience tells you that you're telling the truth, I'm not bothered about it.
By the way, how old were you when you started navigating the political terrain?
Well, I would say back in the days in GIG. That's where it started. Yes, Ghana Institute of Journalism. You know, Anas Arimiya is my mate.
Okay.
Stonebuoy was my senior.
Okay.
We have Kwesi Sapon of Joy FM at that time. BBC now
BBC,
Raymond Archer.
Okay.
So we used to have a group of young men on campus doing this politics, student politics. And that's where I started. So I was known doing all the instigation, and you know, in fact, I was a campaign manager for Kwesi Sapon when he was vying for the SRC president.
Okay.
So you can tell that was where we started with articles, you know, agitating against our predecessors, and we're talking, and then that's where the politics started.
That's a wonderful group to belong to.
Yes. And I see that you said that you went to Prempeh, and of course I read even in your bio that you went to Prempeh.
Yes.
A lot of people don't believe Chairman Wontumi went to Prempeh.
Well,
that means you know that Chairman Wontumi went to Prempeh.
Oh yeah. He's my good friend. You know, we grew up together.
Okay.
Fortunately, unfortunately, we went to the same primary school.
Okay.
With him. I went to the same JHS with him.
Okay.
I went to Prempeh College with him.
Wow.
Oh, really?
And then we were in London together. And he's one of my good friends. I mean, actually, I even advise him to get into politics.
Wow.
So he's my good friend. Wow. And I'm saying this on national television. He knows that. So he went to Prempeh College. If people want to doubt that, he's an old boy. He was in Gaggisberg House.
Wow.
Yes, he was in Gaggisberg House. Everybody who went. We have friends in the army. We have friends in who are doctors. We have friends old boys who are in the diaspora. A lot of them knows him. He was called Benghazi at that time. Benghazi. Yes, that's his name, Benghazi. That was the nickname that everybody knows. And he's my very, very good friend. I think he did BK.
Okay.
And one, I think, one of the subjects I've forgotten. I think history or something like that. Yeah.
History tree.
Yes.
Viewers, Chairman Wontumi went to Prempeh College.
Yes.
Confirmed by Ernest Owusu
I can put my credibility on it. He's an old boy. Why do you think Chairman Wontumi cannot go to Prempeh College? Why is people doubting that?
I don't know why you doubting, guys. Chairman Wontumi actually went to Prempeh College. So you heard it right here on the show. This is Xpressive, and this is our new month celebration. This is how we decided to start our new month. When we come back from the break, we'll talk about how to set short-term goals and how to achieve them. We'd like to say big thanks to Kayla Events for this beautiful decor. You can follow Kayla Events on Instagram, Kayla Events, or you can call them as well. DJ Putin, thank you so much for always being there. Give us something hot. Let us jam in the studio while we go on a commercial break.
DJ Putin on this one, let the girls sing songs. Is it because I no get money? Or is it because I no be fine, boy, boy? Is it because I no get money? Or is it because I no be fine, boy? Sugar, baby, come wine like Donald. Tonight I play you Ronaldo. Say now your body bad. Bend over, make you just whine.
Well, welcome back. This is still Expressive, and this day is supposed to be our Tasty Thursday. Don't worry, Tasty Thursday comes back next week. It's just that this is what we'll do every new month. We'll celebrate the new month. It's important that we know what to do, get it into a fresh and a new month. But we still have Ernest Owusu Bempah here with us, the confident, the intelligent Ernest Owusu Bempah is here with us. King?
You love Sarkodie,
now
don't
we want
you?
to relax everything.
You love
want
Sarkodie.
to take it very, very
During the
cool.
break, you're telling us how much you love Sarkodie.
Yeah.
He's your best friend, you say?
No, yeah, I like him. I know his sisters. I know his family.
Oh, okay.
And I like him. I mean, he's one of the best. I mean, for you to use a local language to express yourself in the rap music. And I was surprised to hear when I was in Tanzania, people were asking, are you from Ghana? You know Sarkodie.
Sarkodie!
And I was in Germany. In a shop, they were playing Mama Mimi Pizza. And I was so proud. You know, Sarkodie is all over the world. It's not a joke. No Ghanaian musician has gone that far.
Wow.
Sarkodie is
So
there.
Is that
there.
the favorite song for you?
Can you rap Mama Mimi Pizza?
I know I can't because he's very fast and he knows that. But I think that I have to ask him to teach me how to rap.
But you can at least sing along the hook, right?
No, Mama.
DJ Putin,
I
Mama
love
Mimi
it.
beg. We'll do more dancing in the bit.
Thank you so much, DJ Putin. But
interesting.
what do you do to relax? Like, after
Well,
a hard
how do you
day's
have fun?
work?
Well, I like playing football a lot. I play with old footballers. I play with, when I go to Kumasi, old Kotoko players. I'm always playing with them. I like, you know, last week I was with my people in my hometown playing football with the youth there. You know, I like to watch movies a lot. Okay. I like watching movies a lot. So, and then maybe traveling. Sometimes I get away. I like getting away.
You like getting away. What's your favorite city in the world?
Well, I think Monte Carlo.
Okay.
Yes.
Big man thing, though.
Of course.
That place.
Monte Carlo.
Yeah. That's one of the beautiful places I've seen. I mean,
Do you go to your favorite city over and over?
No.
Is that you watch movies
once in a while?
Once in a while,
yes,
because you love Monte Carlo.
Yeah.
Next time you should take me. I want to see Monte Carlo.
Well, if you want to come, no problem.
I want to
walk.
come.
We can walk.
How about movies?
That's not even a question now.
How about movies?
Well,
Your favorite
I like
all-time
my
movies?
favorite all-time is maybe two of them. I would say Scarface.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yes, gangster. I like that
that's a
kind
good
of
one.
gangster.
I can tell.
Tony
Yeah,
Montana.
and then coming to America because of the concept of Africanism and going out there, you know, to explore the world as an African king. I can watch these two movies.
Good morning, my neighbors.
Million
I was
times.
just about to ask you to give us a line from Coming.
I'm King Jaffe Joffa,
Okay.
the ruler of Zamunda. I'm here for my son Hakeem.
Okay.
You really have watched
you really
it.
watch it over and over
How
again.
about when we come here to,
And
you know,
and then
Ghana?
Russia 2.
Yeah, that was a good
Russia
one.
You like
2. Chris
Russia
Tucker and then what's his name?
Martin Lawrence,
No.
maybe?
Chris Tucker and then this Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan, Russia 2, yes.
I love that. These three movies are my favorites.
Do you have a
any
favorite
favorite
Ghanaian
Ghanaian
actor?
actors?
No, I like Ejaku and Lil Wayne. and Acrobeto. I like them. I mean, they look, you know, the movies reminds me of when we're growing up in Kumasi, their lifestyle, everything there, they depict the actual Ghanaian culture, what is happening in our villages, and they're bringing it out, and I love that. Sometimes
Acrobeto is now on the TV
but
as a news
I just
anchor.
watch and laugh. I just watch them
like
when you want to
watching them?
release tension. You just watch them and you laugh. I mean, but when you want to watch serious movies, these are the movies that I watch. Gangster, I like gangster. Any gangster movie is my.
What do you think about actors contesting in politics? Like John Dumelo now is contesting. For
Well, I mean, there's
Ayawaso
nothing wrong.
West
We are
Balls.
living in a society where everybody has the right to associate themselves with anything. So, I mean, but the way you go about it, that's what's important. I mean, representing a political party where you belong, it's not a problem at all.
You think he has a chance?
Not at all, not at all. He doesn't even understand what he's doing.
You don't think he has a chance?
I mean, being a young politician and going on the ground and understanding the dynamics on the ground, he hasn't got even 30% chance.
What do you think is his weakest point?
The weakest point is that he think that his movie, he's thinking like he's in a movie.
He's popular.
His way of thinking is like he's thinking like a movie star in a movie, which is not real. He's living in a different world.
Right.
When it comes to the real politics on the ground, he's using his movie lifestyle to come into politics, and that is totally.
And that doesn't work for politics.
No. You can't. Movies is a lot of fiction. I mean, you know that real things are happening on the ground, and that is getting identified with people. People understand what you're about and what you want to do, and it's politics is an art. You need to learn it. If you don't have that experience, hey, you can't just go out there.
You don't think he could surprise you on December 7th?
No, not at all.
Never.
You can call me back here after December 7th, and I'll tell you that he's going to lose he's going to lose Ayawaso West Wagon.
Wow.
There is no go area.
Wow.
That woman out there she's a very experienced politician, very, very, very exposed, and she knows what she's about.
Okay.
Very, very strategic. Okay. And you can't
we'll definitely call you back here.
Yeah. January.
I hope John Dumelo surprises you, though.
No.
Let's get on to some, trivials, and I would ask you, if you were to wish one of these in NDC a happy new month, who will it be? Sammy Gyamfi, Felix Ofosu-Kwakye, and Sam George.
Sammy Gyamfi is my friend. I've known him for a long time. I wish him he's my friend.
Not Sam George.
Sam George, I know him. He's cool. I mean, Felix Ofosu-Kwakye is my friend, but I think I wish Sammy Gyamfi. Yeah. Any day. Very intelligent.
That's
young man.
interesting.
Very intelligent young man.
If we had an award plaque here right now, and you're supposed to award just one musician out of Kojo Entry, Daddy Lumba, and Amachidede, who would you give that plaque to?
Oh, come on. My friend, the two of them, but I will give it to Daddy Lumba.
You give it to Daddy
Yes,
Lumba.
yes. I love him.
Right.
On that note, what's your favorite Daddy Lumba song?
I think do you have it here?
Which one?
And you're Radidi.
And you're right in the OTJ.
Yes,
Yeah, we can look for it.
Shakti Party.
That's my favorite. Of
Oh yeah,
all.
that's a beautiful
That's
song.
my favorite song in the whole world. I can listen to it every day.
Clearly, Daddy
Every
Lumba is
hour,
your favorite
every second,
artist.
every minute.
Daddy Lumba
And then
is your favorite
Amachidede comes
artist.
second. Amachidede. And then maybe Sarkodie, the three of them.
Okay.
Oh yes, that jam. That's a beautiful song.
You can relax with it.
Yeah.
This is well produced
When you are
music.
taking a shower and you are listening to this. Listen to the beat. So take it. It's nice. Listen to it. I love it. And my mom loves it too.
Oh yeah. You know the words to the song.
Yeah, of course.
Sing along. Let's hear you. Let's hear how much you love it. Hey.
That's old Bonga highlight.
That's lovely.
Okay. Beautiful. You have
That's another
good taste,
Daddy
I
Lumba
must
song.
say, even in
So
your
Daddy
selections.
Lumba is any day, any of the
day. You
songs.
give that awards to Daddy Lumba any
Daddy
day.
Lumba, I'll hand over to him. Daddy, take it. And 29th September was his birthday, so I'm taking this opportunity to wish him a happy birthday.
Yes.
Wonderful
indeed.
guy.
We also
really
celebrate
love
Daddy
him.
Lumba here.
Yes.
We also
Anyway,
celebrate
I'll
Daddy
move
Lumba
straight
here.
into the next trivia. And if you met these four in a heated argument on radio, who would you conclude have started the argument knowing them? Chema Untumi, Kennedy Japan, Abronye, DC. This made you laugh.
Who started this argument?
Can you repeat that?
If you met these these three in a heated argument on radio, who would you conclude have started the argument knowing them?
I know.
Chairman Wuntumi, Kennedy Japan, Abronye, DC.
They are all my good friends, and I think I would say Wuntumi always instigates arguments. I always have arguments with him, trivial arguments with him, and he will always start up something. He always starts something. Kennedy Japan is somebody who will not let you beat him to an argument. He will not. He will always, if he disagree with you, he will just come out and tell you that, look, you are wrong, you are wrong. And Abronye is that vociferous guy. He always jump into an argument when he wants to jump into an argument. But I think that Wuntumi will start.
Wuntumi will be the one who starts the argument. You draw comparisons to Kennedy Japan. Many people say, hey, it's a young Kennedy Japan. How do you feel about that comparison?
Really?
Yeah.
That's what they say. Oh, thank God. But he's my closest, maybe alive. He's very older than me, so I would say he's my closest senior brother.
Okay.
I go to him anytime I want to. He calls me. I see him anytime I want.
Okay.
So I would say, well, you can say that. You can draw your own conclusions.
It's a good comparison.
No, you can draw your own conclusions.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take the good and the bad.
He'll take the good and the bad. But it's a new month.
Yes.
It's the 1st of October, and we know how we are as individuals. We always want to set goals for ourselves. We always want to set, things to achieve in the near future. But I mean, as a communicator and somebody who has excelled in their field as well, I would like you to tell us how to achieve short-term goals as young people.
Well, it depends on what you want to do, what your targets are, and what you want to achieve. I mean, with that kind of, before you set goals, you have to have that passion, the zeal and enthusiasm to finish. And that is very key. If you don't have the passion, no matter how big you set your goals, you cannot achieve them. So I think that the key thing is the zeal, the enthusiasm to reach where you want to go. Because tomorrow, if I say I want to go to Kumasi, today when your producers and your management told me that I was going to come on the program, I prepared my mind that I'm going to wake up. I'm not a morning type, but I have to prepare myself to get ready for the journey. By 7:15, I was in traffic coming. And, so you have to have that passion to do that. And I think that is what the young men and women of coming up lacks, that kind of passion to do something. Whatever you set your goals to do, you must have that passion to come out and do. I think that what you're doing, you didn't just came into the media just because you want to come into the media. A lot of people, you see them because this girl is doing radio or this girl is doing media, that's what you want to do. So you need to set targets, make sure that you have the passion to get to where you want to go.
But what do you look out for when you're setting those goals? Give us 2 things to look out for individually. Like, what do I have to look out for when I'm setting those goals?
You need to look at the standards you want to go. Where do you want to go? The standards. You look at your strength, and you look at where your weaknesses are, and you combine them together, and you draw them into whatever you want to do. And then you push ahead. Because if you want to go and you don't know your weakness and you don't know your strength, you cannot. And you need to understand that the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step. So you must take a step. If you don't take a step, you will never get there.
Before we wrap up on this one, the kind of energy, what kind of energy do we need to start the month with? Well,
October is getting to Christmas. Is it getting to Christmas? So you need that kind of energy, that high energy, that high spirit to end the year. And I think that everybody understand that getting to that Christmas mood or getting to that, especially when we are getting to an election year, everybody's just moving about, expectations are very high, and everybody want to go out there and then do their own thing. So I think that is very key. Depends on what you want to do. Me, I have a lot of targets before Christmas, and I have to make sure that I achieve them. But for COVID-19 early this year, most of the targets that I set out to do, I mean, they didn't work out for me. So I'm just moving forward to make sure that I finish all my targets by the end of this year.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Beautiful.
And last question.
Powerful
Yes or
goals.
no? Would you want to become president?
Really? Oh, well, when you read, Chema, I want to tell you, when you read, is it Second Kings or First Kings? Or I'm not conversant.
You're
with
not
those
giving me my
Bible.
yes or no.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's God who anoints people.
Okay.
I mean, you look at all these three presidents. That's what I told you, that I have privilege of working with them and I'm closer to them. You see, there's technically something, they find themselves, God ordained them to be leaders.
Okay. So
And they
God
went through a
will
political
ordain.
struggle to be who they are today. So
Right.
when you look at all of them, God gave them the opportunity to become leaders in this country. So if I find myself at the right place and God says you would be a leader one day in this country,
Then so
nobody
be
can
it.
stop.
This cupcake is dedicated to all the October bonds.
Cheers with the
I
cupcake.
eat on your behalf.
When is your birthday?
Cheers to this
12
cupcake.
September.
Oh.
It's gone.
Oh,
gone.
it's gone
Cheers,
already.
guys.
Cheers, guys, and this is great.
So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today's show. Chema, I was just going to
Mr.
call him
Chema,
Chema
want to me.
Just because we've been mentioning a lot of
You
Chema,
like
want
this
to me,
guy,
good
eh?
morning.
You like
I'd
him,
have
eh?
you on the show.
Mr.
You need to bring
Owusu
him on my
I'll
show.
bring him on the show.
Mr.
That'll be
Owusu
lovely.
Bempah, thank you
Next
so much.
month, I can promise you I'll
would.
bring him
Oh,
on the
nice.
show,
So
yes.
next month, watch out for Chema want to me on our show. Yeah, I'm
That should be
excited.
interesting, yes.
Thank you so much for
And
coming.
thanks to Kelly Events and also Alex Pay for supporting our show. Thanks to DJ Putin for coming on our program today. This has really, really been interesting, Jackie.
You can follow Kayla Events on Instagram. Follow our show, Xpressive Show on Instagram as well. Follow Putim, DJ Putim, and he's going to take us away. My name is Jackie.
My name is Bliss Kingg. This is Mr. Owusu Bempah, the very amazing. Thank you for watching today.
Do have a lovely October. DJ Putim, take us away.